Hey guys, this is Adam from Genetic Sessions. Obviously we're not running classes right now because we're in the middle of the COVID-19 outbreaks. So we're all self-isolating and looking after ourselves and things like that, but that doesn't mean that we can't stay healthy and keep going. Normally we'd have our classes on a Wednesday night in Charleston, but unfortunately that's just not possible right now. So what I thought I'd do is I'd run through figuring out new moves. Now this is a class that I ran with the guys that come in regularly a few weeks ago. So some of you guys will already have some background on this, but the challenge is create a 6-step, because we know that all a 6-step is a move with 6 steps, yeah? It's really, really simple. So your kind of standard crazy commando 6-step that most people know is this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really simple, yeah? There is a tutorial on our YouTube channel, quite an old one, of Tim, who's the lead tutor here, doing that particular move and breaking it down. So if it's your first time to breaking and you want to learn how to do that, search on YouTube, you will find tons of different ways of doing it. But it's very much the same step. All it is a collection of 6 steps. So the challenge is find another way of doing it. There are loads of guys out there with great advice and examples on how to do this. Some of the ones that we've used in the past have come from guys like pt1. So pt1 has a brilliant concept called an 8-ball footwork, which again, you can find by typing that in. I think it's through the Break Advice channel on YouTube, some really cool stuff on there. But one that I actually ended up doing last time we did this exercise is one I'm going to show you now. So I guess the best name for this would be the Ape Styles 6-step. So step 1, foot out to the side. Step 2, you're going to hop sideways into the hook position. So your foot is going to come into the back of that knee that's out to the side, like that. Now you want to be leaning back at this point, because the next move you're going to do is you're going to turn towards that foot. So keeping the hook position, you're going to spin through. What you're then going to do is your left foot is going to come back behind you. So you're going to step over, or step under rather, then you're going to step over, but put your leg down flat on its side with your right leg. You want to end up in a sort of figure 4 on the floor with your right leg under your left. That is important because the next step you're going to do is a hop up. So your left foot is going to make an arc and land there. Your right foot is going to stay where it is, but what you're going to do is you're going to lock your knee out, drive up with your hips, and as you do that little arc with your left foot, your right foot is going to land on its sole. So your foot is going to land flat. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Okay, that makes sense? Once you're up there, you're back in footwork position, you're in a perfect place to start the whole thing again. So if we go the other way, we're going to go right leg out, jump into the hook, turn towards the foot, so you're going to spin underneath yourself. Don't forget it's important to lean back because that gives you the clearance to keep your knees on the floor and your hips off the floor. Then you're going to step back under yourself. Your left leg is going to go over, you're going to land in a seated position. I'm a little bit close to the camera, so I'm going to move back. You're going to land in a seated position, and then again, you're going to do that little hop and then drive up with the hips. So you'll end up there. And then you can do it all over again. So you can go leg out, hook, spin, step behind, step over, hop up, step out, into the hook, spin round, behind, over and down,